Welcome back. Okay, who does not love a good food truck? And here's a little history trivia, which I don't think you've known this, but the first meal on wheels hit the streets 150 years ago when Walter Scott, a Rhode Island man, cut windows into his wagon's cover to sell sandwiches and coffee to night owl journalists. That was back in 1872.
Wow.
So as wagons transitioned into automobiles, the concept of serving meals on wheels transitioned as well. In 1950s, ice cream trucks were all the rave. And then in 1960s, there were trucks selling sandwiches to servicemen going to repair homes and plumbers and that sort of thing. Today, food trucks have evolved into a big deal, with professionally trained chefs getting behind the wheel to serve amazing food in swanky neighborhoods across America. Such is the case with husband and wife chefs Sabrina and Luciano Catanuzzo, who serve authentic and home-cooked Italian dishes from their bright blue Sterling, Virginia-based food truck. They were recently named one of 7 food trucks to track in Middleburg Life magazine. Chef Luciano, welcome to our show.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
We're so sorry Sabrina couldn't be here today.
I know.
Yeah, I
We
know,
were
me
looking
too.
forward to her coming.
She has to work.
She has to work. She has a
Okay.
catering
Yeah.
job, which you guys do, and
Yes.
she's out there catering her Italian dishes. So now both of y'all are chefs, right?
Yes, correct.
So tell us, you had a restaurant or before?
Sabrina
or two?
did. Sabrina had 2 restaurants in Tuscany.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Well, her family did.
And how did you come with the idea of transitioning from restaurants to food trucks? How's that working?
Well, she did because we met in Italy before we got married
Aw.
in a restaurant,
Oh.
and she was 2 tables away from me with she had a girlfriend with her, and I was by myself. So and I constantly looked over to the table because I liked her,
Yeah.
and like I said, she was like, "Why, why are you looking at me? Why are you
So she's
staring
looking
at me?"
at you saying,
Yeah, I mean,
But what do you want from me?
looking at you, you're looking at me. Why are you looking at me? Because I'm
Yeah.
looking at you. How do you know I'm looking at you? Then we finally, we start talking and everything else, and I proposed to her to move here for a month just to try out. We kept in touch. She thought about it. She did. She moved here for a month, and then she flew back home. And I'm like, think about it. If you want to spend the rest of your life with me, I'm here.
Oh my God,
think about
I
it.
got chills.
I was single.
great.
Yeah.
I never get tired of being single, but I was tired. I wanted somebody with me.
Right.
So she flew back, and ever since she's stayed with me.
But why the food truck?
Food truck because she cooked, I cooked, and I was doing a job that I didn't like. Quite
Okay.
frankly, I wasn't working in metro railroads, and that was very dangerous.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
And I never liked the job I was doing because I always thought of cooking.
Yeah.
Even dreaming of cooking. Food for me is lifestyle. It's life.
Well, we had someone on the show to talk about Italy is about,
It's about food
and wine and the
good
dolce
life.
vita
The
and
dolce
la dolce
vita.
far niente.
Dolce far niente. Italian
Yeah.
talk about
Yeah.
soccer,
Yeah.
food, politics, then
Enjoy
again
life.
soccer. That's all they talk about. You go to bars, you go to restaurants, you go to anywhere, you go to the beach. That's all they talk about. So I'm like, I love food, I love cooking.
Yes.
So you bought a food
I
truck.
bought a food truck,
And
the 2 of us just started it from zero.
And what do you serve?
We serve Italian food. We have spaghetti meatballs, meatball subs, and chicken bruschetta, chicken caprese, turkey provolone, avocado, and
I'm really hungry just thinking about it, right? Oh
I
my
purchased
God.
some good samples for today
Oh my
too.
gosh.
And occasionally, when people ask for catering, we cook lasagna, big ziti,
Oh, wow.
matriciana,
So the
all the.
Where do you get the
Response-
recipes? Yeah, well, where do you get the recipes?
They're all from my mother's and from her mother's too.
Oh, wow.
Because you're Italian.
I'm Italian, yes.
Okay.
So I, when I was little, I just cooked with my mom.
So we're here in Sterling, Virginia, and you're nearby.
Yes.
People really don't know real, authentic,
don't.
good. So what's the response when they go to a food truck and they eat what you serve them?
Well, we focused on the meatball sub, which is in New York, New Jersey,
Yeah.
the spaghetti meatballs, New York, New Jersey. And she's like, introduced the chicken bruschetta. They call it bruschetta. Introduce the chicken caprese. I say, well, but they don't know what it is. So I had to explain to people, this is caprese because it takes the name from Capri.
Capri, the island of
Right.
Capri, the island.
Yeah.
So anybody who was born there is a caprese.
And then do they love it?
They love it. It's
Yeah.
a second, it's a third best seller. The first one is meatball sub.
Wow.
Wow.
The second one is chicken bruschetta. And the third one is the caprese.
Oh my goodness.
So your days are split between doing catering, and you
Catering.
also go to locations and
Go to
just.
location as well.
So you go to
Yeah.
an office building and sit there, and people will say,
Office
"Oh, great, the
buildings.
Italian food truck."
Yeah, nearby. There is one nearby too. David Drive. Then mostly in the summertime, we go to swimming pools.
Oh, that's a great, yeah.
Yeah.
So it enables you with the food truck to go anywhere, to bring the food to them, the
Correct.
restaurant to
Correct.
them, as opposed to they having to come to the restaurant.
Correct.
Well, that's
So
fantastic.
we go there, and we have all the permits and the licenses, insurance. We go there. We stay
Wow.
2 or 3 hours. Yesterday we got rained on. We were in
Yes,
one,
it was
in
tough
Burke.
day. We
Yeah.
knew it. So where can people? We're running out of time for the interview. Where can people find you? Where can people look you up, and how can they ask you for catering?
They can find us on Facebook, and sometimes they find us on Nova Food Truck. They send us email and messages.
So what do they look up?
They look up for on Facebook on our page,
Okay.
on our From Tuscany with Love page.
From
From
Tuscany.
Tuscany with love.
Yes,
That's
because
the
my
name of the
wife's
food
from
truck.
Tuscany, so
I
with love.
There you
know,
go.
I know.
I couldn't.
Not from
you
Sicily
can't-
with love.
and
No,
you
From
but
Tuscany with love.
I like that. I like that idea.
And
She's
you-
like, I'm from Tuscany, so okay.
And you can't miss that bright blue food truck
Bright
with
blue
all
food
the
truck,
Italian
yeah.
flags and everything. I would be hailing it down.
This is
That'd be
great.
like,
I can't wait to eat food later
I
on.
know, that would be so exciting. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Welcome.
joining
You're
us
more than
today.
welcome.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you,
It was a
and I
pleasure.
wish you the
Thank
best.
you, I know.
Thank you.
Well, we have to take a short break, but there's so much more Finding the Good Life to come. So stay with us.
Hi, folks. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with a benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Millions of people have called the Medicare Coverage Helpline. Call, check your zip code, see if you're eligible, and get what you deserve. Call now.
Call 1-800-761-0972. That's 1-800-761-0972 now.
If you or someone you love has developed Parkinson's disease after being exposed to gramoxone or any herbicide containing the deadly chemical paraquat, you may be entitled to financial compensation. If you developed Parkinson's and worked or lived on a farm that used paraquat herbicide treatments with gramoxone, Firestorm, or any listed brand, call now. You may be entitled to financial compensation. There are time deadlines, so don't delay. If you don't win, you pay nothing.
800-908-5340.
Again, listen to this. Medicare Part C plans with extra benefits like getting money added back to your Social Security check every month may now be available to you in your zip code. Make sure you're not missing out. It's simple. 1, call the number on your screen. 2, they'll look up your zip code and see if you're eligible. 3, they'll check for plans with extra benefits like prescriptions, dental coverage, and the benefit that adds money back to your Social Security check every single month. Call now.
I called to get everything I deserve.
I called to check my zip code for a plan with the benefit that adds money back to my Social Security check.
I called to check my zip code.
Check your zip code. It could be dynamite. Call now.
Call 1-800-397-5142. That's 1-800-397-5142 now.